Jeff Nippard coming with a banger new home gym. We could call it a gym home because I'm sure he's going to spend a lot of time there. I've heard that Jeff really likes equipment and handpicked a lot of pieces. And so I'm pretty pumped about this one. Let's watch the video and react and critique Jeff Nippard's new gym.
For the last 2 years, I've been secretly building the most scientific gym on the planet.
His content's good. I mean, just the amount of content he shoots, the way he shoots it, I'm a fan. Those are big sweats. The rendering is sick. All right, so you can see on the left, he has the dark gym. On the right, he has the light gym. One thing that's unique about this space, I'm guessing it's for content, he has a lot of walls in there, in the actual facility. So I don't know if that's for background or whatever, but I would pack in a lot more equipment. Atlantis, I'm seeing a lot of Atlantis. And Atlantis is good. I think he's in Canada too, so he may get a little bit of a discount or something. I wonder how he decides to train. Like, I wonder if this is just for shooting or if he actually trains in here and like goes back and forth between the gyms. It'd be kind of frustrating just from like an actual training perspective, but it may just be mainly for content.
This is what it looks like now.
Sick. Okay, I'm seeing some prime pieces. Yep, okay, there's some good pieces. One thing I will say, if this is your first time here, welcome. This is Coop from Garage Gym Reviews, by the way. If you like gym builds specifically, I'm actually building a sick basement gym that honestly, some of the inspiration comes from Jeff's gym. So if you'd like to see the build process for that, all the things I'm doing from sound deadening to flooring to equipment, I basically brought it to the studs and I'm rebuilding it. If you'd like to see that, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments what you want to see specifically from those videos.
Here,
a lot of Atlantis.
Gifted or sponsored?
Nothing here gifted or sponsored. It's pretty sick. Leico, Atlantis Prime, good pieces. Although that piece they put the Prime logo wasn't a Prime piece. Pre-core, you don't see Pre-core stuff anymore. The lighting, dude. All right, so this is just what I would think about this. The lighting you see, my guess is that is Cree LS lighting, LS8 or LS4, depending on the size. The reason I would say that is because it has a really high CRI. It's like 95, which means it feels most natural, like being outside, which matters a lot for people that are shooting content. Sick. Pendulum. This is the Pendulum Squat Pro. The difference between it and most pendulums is it has an adjustable platform that goes up and down. It's the gold standard for pendulum squats. I wouldn't say it's the best. Reason being, the original was a Paramount total leg. It's the original pendulum squat. Still, I would say that's the GOAT. It's the best. They made updates to pendulum squats. One I have is a Predator pendulum squat that has a tilting foot pad, but it's also on linear bearings that goes forward and back, just offering more adjustability. One of the best ones that's out there is the new Prime piece. Regardless, I think you made a good decision with Atlantis. It's also cool that the padding kind of matches a bunch of other stuff. And honestly, Atlantis's quality fit and finish is some of the best there is, but anywhere. The other thing that's nice about the Squat Pro is it's got the weight posts on the back.
My very own Jeff Nippard Muscle Lab plates.
Dude, those are cool. If those are cast plates with his logo, those are not cheap. The reason being, you have to do an entirely new mold for that. That's a flex. Your own plate with your own logo, nobody does that.
So this is a Prime leg extension machine.
Great choice, Jeff. One of the best leg extensions, if not the best at leg extension, and he went for the best version. He didn't go for the selectorized version, which is a quicker to adjust, but you can't overload the different portions of the movement as much as the plate load versions, which I'm sure he'll speak to. I will say, I've had this exact piece. I've since sold it and bought the combo unit from Prime, leg extension, leg curl, which I actually like the leg extension on the combo piece better than the standalone. The padding, the circular padding on it's better. Regardless, the angle on it is tremendous. You can get a super deep stretch and you can overload it. It's amazing. The other thing you see, and this is something that doesn't come standard with this equipment, he had a seatbelt. Why companies don't add those anymore, I don't know. They are great for increasing stability during machine lifts. You can add your own. I've added my own to mine too that wraps around. But man, if you just want to be locked in through the seatbelt, you can't beat it. Sounds goofy, it works.
This is hip adduction machine.
Prime is better. I had the Prime. I sold it because it just takes up a lot of space and I just don't do this movement a lot. The Prime is better because you can overload.
All right, hamstrings. This is by far
Prone leg
my
curl.
favorite lying leg curl machine.
For all of you that are in a home gym, you're like, man, I want to be able to get a sick leg curl. I want to get a sick leg extension. I can't afford prime pieces. Go to the Budget Gym Co-op. I just did a review on the new GOAT, in my opinion, combo leg extension leg curl. That's like $350, $400 from GMWD times McCullough. I'm telling you, those are good. So go subscribe to that channel. Put a link below the like button. This is a squat press. It is a plate eater. You have to use so much weight on these to get good tension. It's a good piece. It's different from a leg press.
This is one of my favorite pieces.
I like how excited he is. For people that train, having your own personal gym that you handpick the equipment, you do the lighting, you do everything for, there's not a better hobby. I'm telling you, for you commercial gym people, if you like training, build a home gym. There's the reason he's so freaking excited. It's amazing. This is my own equipment. I can build, I can do different colors, I can put it however I want, I can use it. It's awesome. He's got a lot of mirrors in there. I would like to do a deep dive on mirrors for garage gyms to kind of do a roundup of which ones are best because I want to add some mirrors. They make a space feel and look a lot bigger, that's for sure. Standing calf.
This pad is so grippy, and so you can just
That's the thing with Atlantis is they reuse this rubber pad on all their pieces, and it's just so nice. And it gives a similar feel to all their pieces.
I've got a full squat rack over here. As a ex-power lifter, you know, I've gotta have some free weights. But this,
dude, the squat rack, man, just completely moved past. The one reason is because that squat rack is not that impressive. It's a 3x3 1-inch hole rack from Atlantis. They've just taken a Rogue Monster rack and made it their own version. For home gym owners, the squat rack is the piece of equipment where you'll spend most of your time because you're not gonna have all these machines. So he just sideswiped it, which makes sense for the type of training he does and for the fact that he has all these cool machines. It's just kind of sad to see the squat rack just kind of put in the corner like that. Nobody puts the squat rack in the corner. But Nautilus Scoot Drive, I have the same exact piece. It's my favorite hip thrust too. Smith machine. Smith machine, it's cool. Look how big that piece is. This rack behind me that you see has a Smith machine, cable machine, and full rack embedded in it. Having a dedicated Smith machine, you know, if you got the space, great. But for home gym owners, get an all-in-one piece. He likes a vertical. He likes vertical.
So I wanted one that goes straight up and down.
I can agree with that. And a lot of the new Smith machine attachments for racks actually adjust, so you can have both.
We still got the dark side, so come on over here.
Okay, he can just go right in. That's pretty cool. Okay. Sick. Nautilus, nice. Logo on the pads. Sick lighting. Seal row, man, a entire seal row bench. That's a lot of space. Notice how small that pad is. If you get a Sornex Bulldog pad, you get a Rogue multi-lat seat, you get a Rep Pegasus, you're gonna be able to do pretty much everything that he can do on that massive bench for a lot cheaper too, and less real estate.
So you can actually change this angle.
Which is exactly what you can do with Sornex Bulldog pad. On the dumbbells.
Custom dumbbells with Jeff Nippard Muscle Lab on them.
They're urethanes. There's a lot better dumbbells than those out there. Watson's, Eleiko Evos, VA7s, but those are nice dumbbells. Prime, seated row, plate loaded, same horns as leg extension. It's a sick piece. Takes up so much space. You can do adjustable handles, like they have different options where you can do thick grips like the Kaz handles, or you can use the palm, the pad grip, but he does have just this single bar grip, which I prefer too because he's probably using straps. Which, by the way, if you've got a home gym and you've got money but don't have real estate, you can kind of manipulate similar stuff with digital resistance, something like a Voltra, so you can get max stretch at whatever part of the movement you want. Jim Leiko, nice. Jim Leiko, small, compact equipment. It's pricey, made in Sweden, but really well done, and they're very compact. I want to see more of their stuff come overseas. 45-degree back extension from Atlantis. Again, the GOAT. One of the things I will say that he did not add is the pulley off the front, because then you can use it with a pulley system, like a cable stack or something like that. Would have been nice to add that, but regardless. Standing lateral raise. Jeff, there's better pieces out there. I would actually look at Temple of Gains. The reason being, you're still getting very little stretch at the beginning of the movement with that, where I know you would like to overload that portion. So Temple of Gains, you have a circular dial, so you can bring it all the way around and get tension at the very beginning of the movement. It's similar to the Pinata, but actually has some features that the Pinata doesn't have. It's way cheaper and better than this Atlantis, in my opinion. Nautilus, the human sport. It's a great piece. It is really versatile. The original is the free motion dual cable cross. I've got that one. I would like to try this one. I've heard it's really good. It is very compact, really heavy stacks, although it's on a 3-to-1 ratio, so I think it's 80 pounds at the pole, but it is very versatile. Honestly, it's real similar to free motion. Just a lot you can do with these machines. But the thing is, like this piece behind me, again, it's got free motion arms on the rack, on the cable rack. So you can do some similar stuff. And then he goes into the muscle lab. Jeff, sick gym. I would love to visit someday, just do a tour in person. Man, absolutely epic gym. Honestly, I think the equipment is really good. I think there's some more variety that could be added. But if this is his favorite stuff, it's his favorite stuff, whatever. But some old vintage pieces. There's a lot of vintage pieces out there. I think specifically from Paramount or like Flex Fitness Ham Tractor, pieces like that, or Ham Flexor. Oh, they're so good. And I would like to see more people talk about. But regardless, amazing gym. Is there anybody else's gym you'd like to see me react to or critique? Let me know in the comments. This has been Coop from Garage Gym Reviews. I'll see you next time. Peace.